Hey, welcome back to Opti TV. My name is Alberto, and this channel is all about Opti sailing and the Optimist class. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of taking line sights at the start. So, the thing is that it's really hard to tell where the line is sometimes, especially if the conditions are difficult or the fleet is very big. So here are some tips that you can use when you're setting out to the race course and trying to get a gauge on where the starting line actually is. What you're gonna hear a lot of coaches say is to take references from land. So what can you do? I like to approach from starboard side of the line by the boat and sail down the line first. You're gonna be able to have right of way as you're maneuvering around the line. If you can't do the same from the pin down to the boat side, you at least have one reference point on the line that you can use once you're actually set up, and it's about 30 seconds or less at the sequence. Another thing you can do is the classic head to wind approach. Sail up to the starting line where you think it actually is, point your boat head to wind and look across your boat both ways, down at the pin and across to the boat. If you can see them evenly on either side of your boat right across the beam, you can use the bulkhead as a reference point on your boat. Take a look at references on land or a fixed object out on the water so you can triangulate your position and the line. Another thing you're gonna hear a lot about is when to actually take line sights. It's gonna be really hard for you to take line sights when you're actually in sequence. Try to do this before you're actually in sequence. Once you're actually in sequence, meaning 4 minutes and running, okay? You're gonna be very busy setting up on the line for the best start possible. If you're sailing into the sequence, already having a good idea of where the starting line is, you're gonna be better off than 90% of the fleet. And the last tip, of course, is to practice. They say that practice makes perfect, but I actually think it's more like great practice makes better. No one's ever perfect at anything, but you can certainly get better by practicing in the conditions, in the size of fleet and the size of the line that you're gonna be racing in. If you do class events, starting lines can get pretty big with 70 or so boats on the line. Your coaches should be getting you with large groups of sailors so that you can practice starting lines with the proper fleet size. It's very different if you're starting with 12 boats around you than if you're starting with 70 boats around you. And again, practice. You won't get better at the skill unless you practice it. A great drill that you can run for this is split starts, the box drill, the line sight drill, and any drill that practices you using visual cues to tell where the starting line is. That about wraps it up for this one, guys. I'll see you on the next one.